We're live now, buddy.
All right, we're live.
Yep.
MS-DOS.
Yep. Let me go check all of our socials. Let me go check all of our socials. All right. Let's see.
Ed,
Yes, buddy.
like your shirt.
Yeah, you like that shirt? I
Like
like
your
the shirt too, dude. Look at this.
Whoa, I got one too. What happened?
Look at that. Represent. All right, let me change the title or the description of this.
Because they don't let you do it.
No, I didn't let me do that time, but last time it did. I don't get it. I don't get it, Grant. I just don't understand it. All right, let me put that. Put that thumbnail in, Grant. There we go.
So I meant to ask you yesterday.
Live shows.
Here's the thing: is I did ask you yesterday, and you ignored me.
Did
I asked you, and you looked at your phone, you read it, and you left me on red.
Did I?
I asked you.
What were you talking about?
I asked you. I said, where are you at now with your mercenary?
Did you?
I did.
I don't remember that.
I did. And you basically took your phone, threw it out the window.
I don't remember that, Grant. I don't remember it at all.
That's how much you value our friendship.
No, I just don't remember it, man. Let's
You
check
said,
Twitch. Let's see how Twitch is doing.
You said, oh shit, it's Grant. Don't answer the phone.
Yeah, I did.
So I'm going to ask you again.
I think I might have been in the middle of, killing a boss or something, dude. You can't mess with me when I'm killing a boss in a video game.
So then where are you?
I'm at the towards the middle of Act 3 right now.
Middle of Act 3. Wow.
Yep.
What level are you?
I am 40 or 39.
I thought you would wait on me.
Well,
Disgrace.
You didn't play.
Disgrace.
Nope.
Disgrace.
Nope.
You should have suffered with me. You should have sat there and just waited.
No, you didn't. You didn't play yesterday.
I didn't.
You didn't play yesterday. You're not serious. You're
I'm serious,
gamer, bud.
I had to do other things.
Not a serious game at all. Not even serious.
Had other things I had to take care of.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, how's your dad doing?
As good as he can. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I know you got stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Dad has a speedy recovery.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Grant, let me tweet out this stuff. Let me tweet this stuff out. All right, let's see. Home, our live stuff. Try not to laugh, repost, quote.
I'm really going to ramp up the mean tweets, but they just haven't had anything to mean tweet about.
Yeah.
What I should do, it'd probably be easier to pull the stuff. Probably easier to pull the stuff off of TikTok.
Episode 60, huh?
61.
61? Yeah, 61. Yeah. How about that, Grant? How about that stuff, dude?
No. We're trying to watch our language for the first little bit.
Yeah, I think I already dropped the F-bomb earlier. Did I? I think I did.
God.
I think I did drop an F-bomb.
Demonetized
already. All right, so while I'll tweet this out, what we're going to do in the beginning of this show, we're going to do a game reaction trailer or a game trailer reaction and a try not to laugh challenge. Just part of it, though.
Quick question
then we're going to go live into the show, the podcast.
Quick question. I wanted to ask you this. Did you see the trailer for 28 Years Later?
Oh, yeah, dude. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I know that. But didn't they, here's the thing is, I thought the zombies had like a 15-week lifespan or whatever, and then they died. So how do they live 28 years?
I think they're going to go into it. Well, the virus might still be around. You know what I mean?
Well, they're going to have to, because they made it seem like that was it. Like,
the virus might still be around, Grant.
Yeah, but there's not that. Then there wouldn't be that many people left. I just don't see how that. I don't know. They're going to have to explain it. They're just going to have to, because that wouldn't make sense.
Well, they probably will.
Because if it affected as many people as it said, they would all have been dead 12 years ago instead of 28.
True. All right.
But all no, but besides good. That, besides that, it did look pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked legit.
So those are the zombies I don't want to go against.
Oh, like, the ones that move fast? Yeah.
Those and like World War Z. Don't want them where they climb upon each other and stuff. Don't want to face those zombies. I want the Walking Dead zombies. If we ever have a zombie apocalypse, just want the Walking Dead. The ones where I don't have to really run, I can just walk at a fast pace.
Yeah. Okay. All right, tweeting that out, and we're done.
Because even the fat zombies in 28 Days Later were like super fast.
Yeah, they were.
So they gained superhuman speed.
All right. Go to Rumble. Pull that chat up. Pull that chat up, Grant. Straight working right now, dude.
Look at you. 17. You like the Minority Report where you're just pulling things with your hands.
That's right. Okay, Grant.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready. Let me close that. Okay. So, Grant, I want to show you this trailer. I haven't watched it either.
Okay.
But I saw it on YouTube and I just downloaded it.
All right.
But I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I want you to watch this. It's a game called Covenant.
Okay. Sounds tight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Let me tell you, buddy. I haven't seen it, but I heard people talk about it, and it looks like awesome.
Look how excited you are. If you haven't seen it, how are you so excited?
Because I heard people talking about it.
I think you've already watched it.
I want to watch it.
I want to watch it. I think you've already watched it.
No, I haven't. I have not watched it. All right. Grant, let me go to our downloads on YouTube and pull this up. Okay. Let's see. All right. Pause that. All right. Let me pull this up, dude. All right. It's called Covenant. That is a game. Share your screen. All right. Tell me when you see this. Let me blow it up for you. Let me blow it up. Oh, yeah. All right. You ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Do it.
Ah, you seek the old notes. What a fool you are.
Like fowl to feed. Your kind seeks death.
Something is coming. Something greater.
Halo developers, Call of Duty, Destiny.
What have you done that hell yawns before you?
Battlefield.
I saw you fall like lightning from heaven. The way forth is long and dark. You must be most brave. 10,000 swords stand before you.
Then 20,000 knees shall kneel.
Damn!
That looks tight.
The time is nigh. What wilt thou do? The axe comes to fell the tree. Cut it all down.
Adversity become your fetish. Hardship your home. The hero of old. The man of renown. You to change it all.
Look at that, man.
That's a fourth hammer?
Remember me with favor for all I have done. Tell the old man to send another flock.
Like a messed up Santa Claus right there.
Yeah.
Covenant, dude.
That looks tight.
RIP Avowed, because that
yeah.
looks way better. That gameplay,
Avowed is dead.
exactly
before,
what
yeah.
I'm looking for. That Doom style, dude. Doom mixed with a little bit of Skyrim. Oh, buddy.
That's pretty cool. They seemed like they assembled the Avengers.
I mean, did you see the developers of Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty,
Destiny,
Doom, Destiny? Like, damn, that looks
good.
Really good.
Grim Renaissance, what's up, man?
That looks really good. All right, let me stop sharing that real quick.
That is good.
Okay. All right, Grant. Let me remove that. Okay. All right, the next video. Oh, anyway, first Covenant. So we saw Avowed gameplay, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has that kind of Skyrim feel to it, more Skyrim feel to it. I wasn't impressed with it.
No.
Like, first glance, right? I'm not saying the game's going to be bad, but first glance, Avowed doesn't look like anything new. But that is what I want in a game like that.
That's cool.
Fast-paced. The movement looked like Doom.
Yeah.
At least, yeah, the newest Doom. That movement, that feel of your movement, and then the gameplay is kind of medieval, kind of like Skyrim and stuff like that. That's a day one to me, dude.
Day one. It looks good.
Day one to me, dude.
Do you know when it's coming out?
That is like my kind of game. No, I don't.
I
don't think they had a release on it.
I hope they have like a demo.
Me too. All right, so yeah, they don't have they just have it wish list on Steam right now.
Nice.
All right, no official day, at least not what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. All right, Grant, before we start the actual podcast, there's one more thing. Let's do a try not to laugh challenge.
Okay.
And yeah, Grim, what's up? Oh, before we start that, anyone listening, we are doing a Path of Exile 2 early access giveaway, just the key. So you can go on your Path of Exile account, put the key in, and bam, you got early access. And you can do it on Steam or whatever, link your accounts to whatever you want. But you got to be in chat.
Gotta
so Grim,
be in chat.
Congratulations, you're the only one so far. So you got the key right now, but once we get more names, if more people are going to be chatting, we'll get those names and we'll do a kind of like a roulette real quick and then give the key out to whoever wins that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. But you got to be in chat.
And you have to chat. You don't have to you have to chat. You don't have to, yeah, you got to say something.
Hi is fine. Grim, you met all the requirements.
That's
Congratulations.
right.
All right. Oh, look here. We got some more.
There we go.
As soon as those early access keys come out, people start flocking in.
That's right. What's up, Carl, man?
What's up, Carl? All right. Grant, try not to laugh. I got this from a Deek the One. He does a lot of these.
Oh, wait. A what?
I see.
You got it for who? What's his name?
A Deek the One.
A Deek,
That's his
okay.
YouTube channel. That's his name on YouTube. A Deek. County. What's up, man? All right. Yeah, so let's do this real quick. Let me pull this up.
Hold
All
on,
right, Grant, the point of this is...
I know. I've seen it. I've seen it.
You're not
I know the rules.
I'm horrible at these, though. I start laughing as soon as the thing starts. Okay. Let me go to our downloads, and I'll pull this up real quick. All right. Try not to laugh.
Carl, this is the pre-podcast. Once we get into the podcast, we'll let you know what we'll give you the rundown of the topics we're going to be discussing.
Yeah, well, this is kind of like the video format we do before we start the actual podcast. It's still going to be live in video format, but it's more for audio.
Correct.
All right. Grant, let me share this real quick.
All right.
All right. Let me know when you see that. Let me blow it up.
All right. Let's see. Anyway, his name's Attic. I know who this is, and it's not Adik.
What?
Attic.
Attic? You know who this is?
Yes. It's not Adik.
I've seen a couple of his videos.
Jeez.
Is Attic the one?
You're like the worst. I would like to do a try not to. I know. I want to do a try not to challenge if you trying to pronounce people's names. That's what we need to do.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Game face. Dude, I'm going to lose this.
All right. What is it? All right.
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this.
Girl, you walk like you on crack.
Not a feminist. I can actually cook.
I'm a feminist. Watch me cook.
Come over and join their team in the ST Racing.
Take a look at this nice break and a little love tap on the 10 pin. Chris Vi just feeding it out to that 4-5 board down lane. And look at this.
Oh, no, dude. That was messed up. That was messed up.
Hold on, man. You're breaking my confidence. Hold on. I'm doing good so far.
No, don't worry about it. This doesn't count right now until I start the video again.
Okay.
Dude, I'm a feminist, and it shows a wrecked vehicle. Oh, dude, that last one got me too. Almost got me too.
Now the fat girls that crashed into the.
Oh. I think I saw the first one before on X or something.
All right.
Anyway, continue on.
Pin action. Oh.
Impression of Scooby-Doo, and he's witnessing 9/11.
Ready? They with the wrecking rower.
Calma, chocolate branco. Agora eu seria seu bombeiro.
What do you call a driver who races cars?
Races. Have you ever seen a cow that looks like The Rock?
You guys, living with a man will really test your patience. I don't know how many times I have told him the toothbrush goes back in the holder. Oh my God.
Are you ready? What's your name again? Alright.
I'm gonna shove these fucking games up your ass! Batman Revenge the Joker! Batman Return the Joker!
AVG.
Batman Forever!
AVG, yeah.
Batman Return the Joker on Game Boy! And last but not least, Batman on Commodore 64!
People keep telling me to fight younger opponents. So for my next fight, I'll be going band for band with the new
Hold on, pause it. The angry video game nerd is the OG. He is the funniest guy.
Yeah, he's really funny.
I actually just watched this episode the other night. Like I watch all his stuff all the time, man, because it's just like it's like a comfort thing, man. I like watching it. It's funny, and I actually just watched that episode. So yeah, that's good. He's got dude. You can do a whole thing of just him.
Crazy dude. All right, let's continue. Let's do a couple more minutes.
All right.
As soon as he pops out, me and Bro are going to go at it in the ring. Bro had 9 months to prepare. That's more than enough.
Call anonymous! You call anonymously!
They know me. They know my voice. They'll know me. Please, you got to do it for my aunt.
With gay marriage, though, right?
Is that a real place? Hold on, I gotta pull that up. Is that a real place, a business?
I think so.
Oh shit!
Hold on,
wow,
dude.
it is.
Watch your internet.
What's that?
No, you got to clean your internet now. You clean your internet history.
Oh yeah, I'll clean it later. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right.
Is that different?
If a gay man wants to marry a gay woman, I'm all for it.
How many genders are there?
I don't know. I just got here.
Hi vlog, welcome to my guys. Shut down.
Oh hey, it's an Eastern Loophole grasshopper. They'll be found all over North America. Very friendly. Whoop, there he goes. Man. So I sat there and watched his toenails fall off. What the heck is that?
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
Kill.
Told me I could be anything in the world, so I decided to be a unicorn.
Oh shit.
Oh. Alex, so beautiful.
Go to sleep right now.
No.
Turn this phone off.
I think that
Gracias. Gracias.
14-year-old Ahmed Mohammed took his homemade digital clock to show his new engineering teacher.
I took it to school to show my teachers the talent that I had. It didn't look like a bomb.
The Muslim student was handcuffed.
Oh,
Can I make my phone call? Do I have rights? Can I make my phone call?
Who you gonna call?
Huh?
Who you gonna call?
Your mama.
All right, get your ass in the car.
Reno 911.
Yeah, it's
great.
Reno 911.
Cypress Hill.
All right,
All right, that
let's
was
end it
good.
there.
They had some good ones on there.
Oh my god, dude, that third one just got me. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, you ready to get in podcast?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do the podcast. All right, yeah, we're going to give away the early access key just a little bit later. Again, we're just going to randomize someone from the chat, and we'll, if you have an X account or however you want us to private message you the key, just let us know, and we'll get that information from you. All right, Grant, let's start it.
Let's do it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rowland here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I am joined with the Big Papa of Path of Exile, my boy, Ed Phillips. What up, man?
What's up, dude? Path of Exile 2, man. I'm enjoying it. It's
fun. Man.
Fun. I actually, I was doing Warrior for a little bit there, and then I just randomly switched over to Mercenary and just blowing through things, dude. It's a fun class.
You know, I've seen a lot of people complain about, and we'll get into it more, but I've seen a lot of people complain about the Warrior. Like, it's not like the Warrior.
It's good at later levels, like higher I guess content, but leveling it is very slow. Once you get into like the later skills, like Hammer of Gods and stuff, it starts picking up.
Yeah.
But they do need to fix, like, it's just slow. Some of the things like the rolling slam on the first skill, it's just so slow. And it's not, I would say at the beginning is really not that fun to play with.
Yeah. And yeah, they need to fix that, because that can, if that's all people want to play, then that's going to turn a lot of people off. Another thing they probably need to fix, and that, we've actually, me and you have said this before, was the loot drops. It's very lacking. Like, I think some of the bosses are hard.
We're going to get into that. They got hot patches coming up.
Good.
Hot fixes coming up.
Cool.
So we're actually going to get into that.
Okay. Well, then
I don't know if they've already fixed that today, or it's the hot fixes coming up. But that was one of the main issues.
Oh God, another 6 gigabyte patch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they put out. I mean, this game's gonna be 900 a terabyte. I'm about to get a new hard drive.
Yeah. And later in the show, we'll do the giveaway key to someone random in the chat. In order to be eligible, you just have to say hi.
Yeah, that's it. I got
which a lot of people, it looks like they've already met the requirements. And we're just going to randomly pick someone from chat. You get the key. Give us whatever info you want us to message you the key to, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
All right. Grant.
What up?
Ready to get to the news?
Let's do it.
Ready to get to that news, Grant? All right. Let me share this real quick. All right, so Obsidian had some leaks. Let me pull this up.
You think they could stay quiet in that in those chat rooms? That's why you got to watch what you say, but we'll talk about it.
You got to watch what you say. If you have a company Discord chat, whatever, and you have a lot of people from your company inside that chat, something's probably going to leak. So be careful what you say in there.
Especially, it's kind of like that whole. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the guy who just got busted for the assassination of the CEO guy or whatever. Like, once there's a bounty on your head, don't go flirt with the girls at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, don't go showing your face and trying to holler at females because they're going to rat you out. They're going to rat you out for that $60,000.
All right, Grant. Let me know when you see that. Okay. Leak Obsidian Slack messages expose toxic environment and avowed developer Obsidian. Dude, we already had issues with this guy. So let's go down the article real quick. All right. So this is most of this content. This is from that Park Place, but the source of the content is Smash JT. You can go follow him X or whatever. But it's leaked messages from the Obsidian Slack, whatever it is. I don't know what Slack is. Is that like
Slack was before Discord?
It was before Discord.
Yeah, so that's what people use before Discord.
I never used it.
No. It was it kind of it. Some people use it still, but I mean, it was one of those things that like it was out before Discord.
Anyway, you remember when Elon Musk came out and was like he kind of hit back against the pronouns and some of the game developers? Well, they're part of that. Matt Henson from Obsidian, he's part of that, and the big thing was them. I don't know if you can see that picture that well, but it's basically one of Elon Musk retweets of Grums on X talking about pronouns and stuff in fantasy video games, which we've talked about many times before. In a fantasy, dude, leave all of our shit out of fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, leave it out. We don't need all that shit. And we don't need our current day crap in a fantasy RPG. Okay? We just don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't care when it comes to whatever you want to make them, have different sexualities. As long as the writing's good and you're focused on the game and not a, I guess, political point or your viewpoint or an ideological viewpoint, and you want to inject it in the game, that's when we got issues.
Yeah.
And then you get away from the storytelling, you get away from the development of the game and everything like that. It gets real ridiculous.
Well, that on top of him saying that his main goal now is to make white gamers mad.
Yeah, dude.
That's his whole MO now. And
yeah.
He's apparently going to go down with the ship, and hey, I guess.
Well, they're sticking to their guns.
Yeah,
they don't care.
I guess I can admire you being the captain that goes down with the ship. So hey,
it's the same developer that blames the gamers when their game fails.
Yeah.
Avowed is setting themselves up right now.
Yeah,
or the Obsidian, they're setting themselves up right now.
The talking points are already set that this game failed because of the racists, the bigots, and the misogynists.
That's what it's going to. And then who's going to come to the rescue? GameSpot, Kotaku. Probably even IGN.
Oh, IGN will. They'll be there with bells.
All those, little close circle publishers, they're going to come to their rescue. Blame the gamers.
Oh, GameSpot's going to be there with the oil ready to jack them off. They're ready.
And again, they're not being held, accountable by these publishers, which is also a problem.
Yeah,
it's always these grassroots media, podcasting, your new media that's holding people accountable. And also, so this is where the message got in. They were like, oh, yeah, we got him. We got Elon. And, we did it, guys. Let me scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, what's the point? Like, what are you getting? Like, who are you and why? What was the point at all?
This is part of their chat. It's hard to see, but one of them says, hey, everyone. Let me read that. Pack it up. We lost Grums, kind of being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And, just a chat full of just idiots that obviously are not really focused on their game. They know because they already know what they're setting up for it to be. They're going to blame the grifters, the YouTube grifters of all their issues. And then what we just said 2 minutes ago, those publishers will come gatekeep for them. or the gay journalists and stuff will gatekeep for him.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Carl. And he says, as a developer, the way the man has carried himself, post that. Carried himself and the messages he publicly posted is crazy. It's insane. Like here you are as a leader of your company, and you come out and you're already, first of all, you're already isolating half your audience right off the bat. And then you're going to, even if they don't identify with everything that you believe, just say they do agree with everything that you believe in, but they also don't like you doing what you're doing, you're destroying those people as well.
Yeah.
So you're going from 100% audience to like 25 in a matter of weeks. So he has nobody to blame but himself.
They're not the only developers doing this.
No, we know.
It's like they have this, a lot of these Western companies, and Ubisoft included, they have this concept that it's okay to be activists within their company and be public about it using, I guess, company accounts. Remember that one podcast we did?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Godot, right? The community manager. You remember that?
Yeah.
Using company accounts, using her profile and everything like that to be an activist, an open activist. Listen, I'm sorry Trump won the election. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
All right.
Move on.
I mean, like politics and ideology is just completely encompassing their lives and their daily work lives, obviously, from all the stuff we're seeing from all these game developers.
It's crazy because if you were to act like that in any other job, let's just say I was a real estate agent, but I was an activist real estate agent. Well, I'm only going to sell houses to Harris supporters in Mississippi. How well you think I would do at my job?
Yeah, it gets bad, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's
your business.
Yeah,
that includes game development.
Yeah,
you're representing a company.
We need to get back to just making fucking video games. Just make video games.
That's
simple.
All you got to do.
That's it. Why is this so hard?
And we can go back to Dragon Age.
Correct.
And what's the company? BioWare, right? Injecting. So Dragon Age has had LGBTQ representation.
Well, let's just say this. I think you are only one of the few people who actually gave it a really fair review.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I think that was really fair.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a solid RPG, but it's nothing special. Like, it is nothing out, just caught my mind. It could have got better, but the problem is they were telling that fantasy story and what happened. Dragon Age in the past, all the past Dragon Age, they have LGBTQ representation, but it was written very well. Okay? The new one, the Velguard, when I played it, it brought me into this fantasy world. Okay, the beginning was great. Halfway through, combat got a little bit repetitive, but they introduced a character named Tosh. Tosh, representing, I guess you can say, trans community, was horribly written. It was an injected character because that's how she was. The dialogue was horrible. The character was bad. Worst, like I said in my review, worst RPG character ever created in a video game. It was just really bad, and it did not flow right with the story. Then people come back at you. They can hit back at you and say, oh, well, you don't have to do her side content. You don't have to do it. You can just let her die in the end, which you can, which I actually did. But locked behind her side content, like doing her mission or her companion missions, is opening maps, like more towards, more map areas, opening treasure chests, a lot of bosses, like 2 or 3 dragons you fight. A lot of content is locked behind a character. Now, okay, go ahead and add Tosh. Let's flip it a little bit. Add Tosh all you want to. Give her dialogue that makes sense.
Makes sense, man. And that's the thing is, I think we're, a lot of people will probably say, oh, y'all are grifters like Grums and all these other people. Well, I think we're different, and I'll tell you why. Because we don't care if there's trans characters or if there's gay characters or I don't care about any of that. It's if it makes sense. Just make it make sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like, don't make a character and then have that character like Tosh did, give you a speech if you use the wrong pronouns.
That Barv stuff was just it was ridiculous.
That's what we're talking about here.
Punishing people, like, it was very injected, and it felt like the lead or someone just injected it for the purpose of ideologue.
Correct.
Correct. Or their, I guess you can say their, perception of the world and stuff like that. It's like pushing in your face. So Carl had a good point. So check this out. So so as I'm gonna, if you don't mind, Carl, I'm gonna repeat this. Can I just say, as a gay man myself, Velgard was really hard to play in terms of the writing. The gameplay fighting was decent, exactly. That was actually in my review. But getting through some of the dialogue was extremely cringe.
Exactly.
Dude, you hit it right there. That's
right
exactly right. They could have, again, all the Dragon Age had LGBTQ representation. Dude.
Exactly. Baldur's Gate nailed it perfectly.
Choices matter,
exactly.
Right? Choices. Baldur's Gate 3 was like you built your fantasy world. Really,
correct. And if you wanted to have homosexual relations, you could. And if you didn't have to. But they gave you the option to. Dude. Exactly. It's a fantastic game. And that's why you don't hear any backlash about it.
But then we hear the stuff about, it was woke. Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't woke.
No, it wasn't.
It doesn't matter if it has all that representation. That's not woke.
That's
not our meaning of woke. Dragon Age of Velgard, Tosh, that is woke.
Exactly.
Because it's injected.
Exactly.
And it did not flow right with the story. And
woke
it was
is when it's forced.
Put there by someone.
And I get people use the term woke way too much. I mean, a lot of things have lost its meaning so much. We can go through a list. Calling somebody a racist doesn't mean what it used to be. Calling somebody a bigot doesn't mean what it used to be. You know what I mean? A misogynist, same thing. A Nazi, or whatever. Calling all these people names doesn't mean what it used to be. So using the term woke is the same thing. Woke. When we mean a game is woke is when it's forced upon you and you have no other choice but to inject to accept all that.
And you
That's
can
what
tell.
That means.
You can tell by the dialogue and just how everything goes.
And another thing that we mean by it is whenever they take normal IP and they change the IP, the same thing. Like when they made Lara Croft a lesbian, what was the point of that? Zero. You see what I'm saying? That didn't it didn't affect the story in any way. It didn't add to the story in any way, shape, or form.
That animation was.
That's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that. That's what we're talking about. Now I don't know. Now, here's the thing: is
like trying to push the message in the series.
That's now I don't know what other people are talking about, but that's what we mean when we talk about it. When it's forced upon you, when you don't have a choice, and it doesn't add to the story. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the thing.
All right, let me stop sharing that. Grant, before we get into our Path of Exile discussion, let's IGN Awards.
Oh, okay.
Can you see what they posted and who won and everything like
that? We're going to actually give our review. We're going to pick live, right? And we're going to see what everybody voted for. Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that they got the Real Gaming Awards and all these. They got the Gaming Awards, right? Then they got the Real Gaming Awards, and now they got the IGN Awards. Now the IGN Awards are about as real as a football bat. So just take that as a grain of salt with a grain of salt. But we're going to share this. I'm going to go here. Let me see. Let me make sure I got it. Hold on, I moved. Let me go to the news before we share my screen. 1 second. Let me go. Let me find it.
You want me to pull it up?
I thought I had it pulled up. Did I not have
you
it
didn't
pulled
bookmark it.
I thought
nope. You didn't bookmark it.
We'll just find it. How about you find it?
Computer illiterate.
I know.
Look at you. You're just staring at the screen.
Slacking. I know.
Not staring at anything. You look
I'm like
at
this.
Google right now.
My computer's not even on. I'm like this.
Come on, Grant. We're waiting, dude.
Oh, you're waiting on me. I thought you said you're pulling it up. Okay.
Well, send me the link.
Oh, I got to send you the. Then why would I get you to pull it up if I have it? Why would I send you the link?
I'm talking about the one you pulled up on X, buddy. You pulled something on X, right?
Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, wait, maybe I did.
Good Lord.
Nope. You know what? I know what I did is I exited it.
Good Lord.
Hold on. I'll go back to it. Y'all hold up.
You know what? I'll find it for you, Grant.
We're going to have some light. We need, you're embarrassing us here.
Unprofessional.
Embarrassing.
Unprofessional.
I know. It's my fault.
Well, here, I got
I did bookmark it.
Game of the Year nominees for IGN.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to go to the actual website and find it on there.
You want to go to the website?
Like, I don't want to vote. You don't vote. Here it is, right here. I got it. Shut your face. Shut your mouth. Shut up. I got it.
Look, man, everyone's like, come on, Grant. In chat.
All right.
What's wrong with you, dude?
All right. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I don't know why they started with game of the year. So let me just see if it's. I might work back. I might work up. If you can.
You going to share your screen?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, I might as well just call my wife or something. Talk to my mom. Can I do that live on Pat?
Nobody calls you. Your phone don't ever ring. Okay,
dude, come on, man. You got it.
Okay, I guess you have to do one at a time. Okay, that's just what I'm okay. I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing it.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong was great, Carl.
He said, "What was y'all's game of the year?" My personal pick was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But my favorite gameplay this year was Dredge. Okay.
Yeah, Rebirth was a great game. Me personally, I'm kind of with Carl on Wukong, and I did like Metaphor as well. I'll probably give that. It's kind of toss up, kind of between Rebirth and Metaphor for RPG. But for game of the year, I'm kind of leaning Wukong. I really like that game.
Hold on. We're going to get to that because this is why we're doing this live because I want you to see what other people have picked. So we're going to get to that. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I don't want to turn my camera off. All right, pull it up, Ed.
All right.
Which, here's the thing is, they should have really narrowed this down. You know what I mean? They didn't do a good job narrowing this down. They put like every game that came out this year on here. They got Indiana Jones and it hasn't even come out yet. Like, why would they do that? First of all, why would they do that?
Hey, 1 second. Hot Gamer Boy, Summer. Why Wukong? Okay, so Wukong is the creativity and originality of it. Like, it was a different spin of Journey to the West. And the story and the characters were and the voice dialogue. Like that, I forget his name, but the Warthog guy, that guy who did the voice acting for the English voice acting was fantastic. So spot on. But it was really the story. Like, it was something new. It was kind of a mix of a Souls and more action, I guess, game. Not really as hard as some Souls games, but some of the fights were pretty challenging. But some of the boss fights, man, like, they were insane. Like, I really enjoyed the game all the way up to the end. And the ending was fantastic. Even the secret bosses and stuff like that. Everything about the game was really fun. I understand where you're coming from when it comes to, like, it was hard to pick back up. You're not the first one that I heard from, to actually say that. But for me personally, it was a very, very good game. And it was kind of like my play style. But it's not going to be for everyone. It's kind of like some people that don't like Elden Ring. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like Souls games. They're too difficult or they just don't like them. Because, the combat can be generic sometimes in Souls games. But Elden Ring, if a DLC, let's say, if they had a DLC category, it would be Elden Ring Shadow Erdtree, hands down. Elden Ring is still one of the best games I ever played.
You know what? IGN should hire you to be a game reviewer.
What's that?
They should hire you to be a game reviewer.
I'd get fired the next day.
Whatever. You would transform.
They would fire me the next day.
Whatever. You would transform. You would conform to their ideology.
You'd
show up on camera.
That's the problem.
You would have a toupee with a pink wig. It'd like hang over.
Put the nose ring in right here. Yeah. Start making my beard different colors and stuff like that. Yeah, probably. Right. Carl, this is a good point too. On Black Myth Wukong. For me personally, from an environmental, aesthetic, sound, music, and everything in that game was fantastic. It was impeccable. I truly haven't had so much fun in the game for probably a couple years. Yeah, I agree with you there. It was just my kind of game. I mean, everything about it was just great. All right. Greg, let's see. And it's a great product from a culture that hasn't been that embraced gaming wise in the East. Yeah,
that's
dude.
True.
We're probably gonna get into that too. Our last podcast we talked a lot about East versus West when it came to game developing and how the East is just kicking everyone's asses right now on character designs and everything and storytelling and graphics and stuff like that. They're giving us new stuff. And let's not even talk about what's coming out next. We got Phantom Blade Zero coming out. Dude, I forgot to show the trailer of one other game too. What is that game called? Actually, I got it in my bookmarks. Let's see. It's called. No, I don't have it in my bookmarks. Maybe it will show. Actually, I got it in my YouTube downloads. But it's another Eastern Chinese developed game China, dude. They're trying to take over the industry.
They're taking
that also.
Dude, they're kicking ass, man. What can you say? Gamer boy, you have Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, and you haven't played it yet?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You got to get into it.
Elden Ring, man, and Shadow of Erdtree was just
You're not going to find a bigger Elden. Listen to me.
You're not going to talk to me. I understand DLC.
Hold on. You're not going to find a bigger Elden Ring guy than Ed right here. So I mean, you got to. I mean, this is like the savior of Elden.
The discussion is that DLCs don't belong in Game of the Year. But buddy, tell me, besides let's say Witcher Blood and Wine, okay, and I'd say Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, but dude, Shadow Erdtree made those look like little babies when it came to DLC. And you tell me if there was a year that I wanted to give Game of the Year to a DLC, Shadow Erdtree, dude. I mean, it was basically just another. I mean, it was a continuation, but it was just another game. It was another experience. The artwork is just masterpiece, dude.
You know the scene in Game of Thrones, the Battle of the Bastards, where Jon Snow pulls out his sword and everybody's running at him, right? Yeah. That's you defending Elden Ring. that's you.
It's a fantastic game.
You're the Jon Snow of Elden Ring.
Yeah. Like sense of discovery, I've never played a game like that. Even Zelda. Yeah. Zelda's fantastic. I love Zelda games. But when it comes to sense of discovery, that game just wowed me. Yeah, the scenes, the underground, all the areas.
I mean, you can literally go everywhere.
Then Shadow of the Erdtree dropped. It was pretty much like not a full game of the Elden Ring, but man, it was a hell of a DLC. Oh yeah. He's like he's wanting to play Black Myth.
You gotta play it, man.
Black Myth is just a great game too. Great game.
I'm telling you, man, these Chinese
Rebirth was a great game. I mean, there's a lot of good games. Like a majority of if you go to the Game Awards, majority of those games that are in the Game of the Year spot, if not all of them, deserve it. I think. Yeah, you still haven't played the DLC because I got stuck on Malekith on the main game and just gave it. Malekith was a rough fight.
Let me tell you something. I'm probably the worst. If I can get through it, you can get through it. I'm the worst Elden Ring player. I promise you.
I had to give you some pointers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I am literally, it's fun. I played it because it's fun. Now, if you were to watch me try to speedrun that game, you'd still be watching me play it because I would still be going. I'm the worst at that game. Like I literally have died. Man, if I could start a timer of how many times I died, it's probably over 1,000, easily.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I remember Ed called me one time. Dude, I remember one time he called me. I was like, "Hey, I'm at this guy or whatever," and then like you called me 2 hours later, and I was still fighting him. Like,
yeah, dude. Like even the deaths are like ridiculous in the game. Like I got pushed over the mountaintop by a damn goat.
Yeah, the goat pushed me off too.
I just fell down and died. There's just ridiculous deaths in that game, and they're funny though at the same time. Erdtree, yeah, downloading now. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, you ready? We're going to go to this quote unquote IGN Game of the Year. It doesn't matter. I mean, look at this list, man.
Can we blow that up a little bit?
Well, can you blow it up a little bit?
Here, let me make our profiles a little bit smaller.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you can just take yourself out.
Yeah. What? What do you say?
What?
Here, let's just go back. We can explain it. All right, go ahead. What's the...
So I'm going to read off these games, all right? Like, first of all, a lot of these games shouldn't even been on this list at all. So I don't know why they put in... First of all, they got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The game's not even out yet. So why would you put it on here? I mean, come on. This is why you can't take IGN serious about anything.
What are you talking about? Indiana Jones is out.
Well, I'm saying, like, it's not enough to, like, give it Game of the Year. I mean, it just came out.
Best game of 2024, dude. Sorry. It says best game of 2024.
They literally got every game from 2020.
Best game of spring and, summer. And
well, hey, how about we put so if a game comes out in December 31st, it counts?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, they literally got every game from 2024.
I don't know, dude. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. So we got Animal Well, Astrobot, which should be on there. Balatro, which is a different game. I never played it, but apparently it's fun.
Very unique.
Yeah. Black Myth, Dragon Age, no. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, yes. Helldivers 2, yes. Indiana Jones, maybe you haven't played it, but the reviews are great.
Yeah.
Infinity Nikki, never played it.
Haven't played it. Heard of it.
Metaphor, you beat it.
Yep, that was good. It
Great
deserved to
game.
be there.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
No,
no,
I played it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's barely a good 2D platform or whatever the hell.
It's like camel vomit.
Metroidvania. It's not even a Metroidvania. I'd say it's just
Silent Hill 2, a good game, not game of the year.
Mm.
The Rise of the Golden Idol. Never even heard of it.
I haven't played that. What is that? What game is that?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Rise of the Gold. I got to look this up again.
Okay. And The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Well. I mean, it's a good
daughter
game.
Really loves that game, so I say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, okay, let's get this list. You could have easily whittled this list down to like 6 games.
Yeah, so the Rise of the Golden Idol looks like got good reviews, but it's like I don't know, it's like some cartoony game. Oh, are these the people that made what's that game? Man, that game was awesome too. It's like an RPG. I wonder if that's the same people that made it.
Like, why did they put Prince of Persia on here? Like, what in mind?
I don't know. Prince of Persia just, I mean, like, there are so many other better Metroidvania or 2D games kind of like that. There are so many better ones this year. Like, ones made from independent developers. I don't know why they put that. Probably because
I would rather play I'd rather play Simon's Quest than Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yeah. Middle metaphor right now, Carl. Yeah. Yep. People were crazy about the game for a few months. Yep.
So, you know what? There's a lot of great games on here, but I'm going to go with one that's probably the most accurate. And it's probably Astrobot. I think that's like the universal, right? Wouldn't you agree?
That'd be universal.
Yeah, so we're going to pick Astrobot.
Grown-ups, kids, everyone loves it. You know, that would be a universal pick.
I think if that game actually won game of the year, nobody would complain. Yeah.
I would be fine with it. It's a great game.
Okay, so we're going to see I don't get to see the results. Like, I don't get to see how people voted.
No, I guess not. Yeah, Metaphor story is awesome. It's such a great ending too. Helldivers County said Helldivers deserve a shout out for sure, in my opinion. Yeah, the beginning, man, that game was slapping. Yeah, it was really good. Can
I log in here? Let's see.
Oh gosh, no.
I guess I can't.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I want to see the results.
What's that?
I wanted to see the results. Oh God.
Here you go. Computer illiterate.
No.
Good job, Grant.
Nope. All right, here we go.
But yeah, so it'd be Astrobot. Wukong would be a good one. Rebirth would be a good one. Metaphor, even. I enjoyed Metaphor. You can make a case for that to be game of the year because it's a story. Let's see.
All right, here we go.
It's a very unique story too.
What's your pick for best movie of 2024? Alien Romulus.
2024? I haven't seen many of them, dude. Give me the list.
Okay, well, if you'll shut up and listen.
Hurry up.
Alien Romulus. Okay. Honora. Challengers. Civil War. No. Ugh. Dune Part 2. Long Legs. It sounds like a movie about spiders.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah. Nosferatu, which is a remake of an old movie. Is that even out yet?
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good, at least by reviews. I haven't seen it.
The Substance, Wicked, and Other. And why do they put Other on here? Like, does that matter?
I haven't really seen that many movies, dude.
I haven't seen movie. Dune probably Part 2 or Alien.
I would say Dune Part 2.
I will say this.
Ending. I like the ending of Dune Part 2.
I will say this. I heard Wicked was good.
God Emperor and all that stuff.
I heard Wicked was good. Seriously, I really did.
Yeah, I heard Wicked was good.
So
I'm not a musical guy though.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Musicals.
Do you know tickets for Wicked on Broadway are like $800?
Yeah, County brings up a good point. Why did they put Nosferatu in there when it's not even out yet?
It's not even out. I thought they didn't think so.
Like only early access people have the access to reviews, right?
What is this?
All right. Anyway, so Alien Romulus was.
Well, they got like Gone with the Wind and Ghostbusters 2 in here. If we're going to put movies on here.
Yeah, Hot Board Game of Summer said Wicked was really good, but Alien Romulus was good. It was more of a return to form to the original Alien. Alien, still not as good as those two films.
We're going to go with Dune Part 2.
But it's a lot better than what they've came out with recently. Prometheus was okay. I enjoyed it. But Romulus felt more kind of a return to form a little bit. So it was a good movie. Just not, I wouldn't say it's really the only other one I saw.
So they're not, for some reason, I guess I logged out. I don't know how. But anyway, so this is one we're going to talk about. And I already voted. So this is what's the best pick for the best series of 2024, and these are your nominees. Again, why are you on here? Nobody cares. Agatha All Along, Arcane Season 2, Baby Reindeer, what is that? Fallout, House of Dragon Season 2, okay. Shogun, great show. The Boys Season 4, meh, okay. I mean, it was all right. And The Penguin, fantastic. The best show I've seen in a long time. Matter of fact, The Penguin's probably a top 5 HBO show ever. I'm talking about, you got Game of Thrones, Sopranos. I mean, The Penguin was fantastic.
The Boys would be the performance of Homelander. The actor who plays Homelander, that dude's just nuts. I love that actor.
Fantastic show. Shogun was
Another
great.
fantastic one. Shogun was great. I would go Penguin, then Shogun, then
I liked House of Dragon Season 2. I mean, people have their opinions on
Fallout
House of
was
Dragons.
good too. Fallout was legit.
Yeah.
I like Fallout.
But here's the thing.
Arcane was good too, man. Carl, yeah.
So this is what I picked. I picked The Penguin, right? And before it logged me out, it showed what people voted for, right? Only 4% of the people voted for Penguin. 40% of the people voted for Agatha All Along.
Agatha was okay, but The Penguin was on another level, dude.
I don't think nobody had, who was reviewing this? Who was voting?
The Penguin got how much?
It only got 4%.
No damn way.
And then Shogun got 10%. And then Agatha All Along got 40%.
Shogun? The Penguin, if you are wanting another Sopranos mixed with a little bit of DC Universe, you want that type of show?
Dude, it was so great.
It's phenomenal. It is
the way that show made you feel
in a long time.
The way that show made you feel at the end, you hated that you all know, everybody knows. Hold on, let me just tell you. Everybody knows that the Penguin's a bad guy. Because let me just speak from my wife, she's from Venezuela. She doesn't know much about DC Comics and stuff like that. Of course, everybody knows who Batman and Superman is, but she doesn't know much about the Penguin. So I explained to her that the Penguin was the type of criminal who did what he had to do to get to the top, right? Mm-hmm. But the way that this show made you feel, you wanted the Penguin to win. It's kind of like if Batman would have showed up, you would have been cheering for the Penguin. You would want Batman to lose, right? And the way that he killed what's his name at the end, you're kind of like, oh shit, you know what I mean? God, I hate this guy, but you're supposed to. That's how you know it's great writing, man.
Yep.
That's how you know it's great writing. Yeah, exactly. Another level acting. Dude, I still have to think to this day about Colin Farrell. It blows my mind.
Go back to your screen. Are you still on the website?
Oh, yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, because you're lagging a little bit on your camera.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The way that the perform, good thing is, so they did him justice. They nominated him for a Golden Award, or Golden Grammy, or whatever it is for the TV series, whatever award it is, not the Oscars, but the one for TV, Golden Globe. And I think he should win. Yeah. He should.
Yeah, exactly. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, Carl. So the marketing thing is, you're right, but Agatha was Disney. Disney can market very well, but Penguin was what, on Max, right?
Yeah.
They didn't really market it, but I mean, it wasn't all over the place, but man, everyone was talking about it. Like the Penguin and Colin Farrell and his acting and just the show in general, it gave you back that Sopranos feel. I completely forgot it was in the DC universe. That's how good Colin Farrell was.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. And that actress too that played the Hangman.
Yeah.
She was great too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got two really good actors in there just going at each other.
She got nominated for actress too. She did.
Good. She deserves it.
All right, so now we're going on to best anime series.
Yeah, hey, one sec. Hot Gamer Boy Summer. You're right, dude. So he said, I read about that they kept Batman out of the show for the exact reason. He would have stolen. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, you're rooting for the Penguin for a majority of that show. That's all I'm going to say.
Kristen Milotti, that's her name. Yep. She was fantastic.
Yeah.
She was also Ted Mosby's
and she's hot.
wife. Ted Mosby's wife in How I Met Your Mother. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. You didn't watch that show. It was a great show too.
Yes, I've seen How You Met Your Mother. All right, go ahead, Grant.
Go for Stinson. Barney Stinson is one of the greatest characters on TV.
Okay. Continue.
All right. Best anime series of 2024. Delicious in Dragon. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even read. Delicious in Dungeon. Dead Demons. DDD destruction.
Solo leveling. That's it.
That's it.
Go ahead and shut all those out.
What?
It's solo leveling.
No Dragon Ball Daima.
Nope. Solo leveling.
Have you watched Dragon Ball Daima? Has anybody watched Dragon Ball Daima yet? I don't know if I can get into the chibi stuff.
I love Dragon Ball Z. I just can't get the chibi
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I wish they would have continued Super and it's not dealt with that. Like
anime is solo leveling. Trust me. If you haven't seen it, Grant, you need to watch it. Season 2 is coming out. Actually,
even though the Apothecary Diaries, that's a good one too.
Solo leveling.
Okay,
that's the answer. Okay, the only answer.
Okay. Well, I can't. It's not going to show me what. I don't know about comic books and graphic novels, so we're going to skip that one. Transformers.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. You're a graphic novel guy. So here we go.
Yeah, best comic books. Zoom. That's what I'm talking about.
What happened?
Solo leveling clears, dude.
Okay.
Easily.
I'm going to check it out.
Easily.
Dude, I'll tell you another one good one that, I mean, it's not, it probably wouldn't deserve like greatest, but it was really good, was the Terminator anime.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that was actually pretty good.
That was actually really good.
I've seen both. Solo leveling still.
No, that's cool. No. I'm gonna check that. I'm actually. What is that on? Is that like on like?
You got like Prime with the Crunchyroll and stuff. I
do.
That?
I do. I have that.
Yeah, it's on there.
I'm gonna check it out. I really am because I actually did hear about that.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm not like a super like anime guy. I mean, I love Dragon Ball.
Carl, I really haven't watched much anime this year either. But like Solo leveling and some of the popular ones like on that list I've seen. Solo leveling is just so good, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, here we go. Best comic book graphic novel of 2024. You ready? Yep. Cormac McCarthy's The Road, Death Strikes, The Emperor of Atlantis, Somna, The Power Fantasy, The Ultimates, and Transformers. Transformers, that's the only thing I know. It's got to be Transformers.
Dude, honestly, the Rippaverse, they got some good stuff too, man. Like, it's not Marvel or DC, but the Rippaverse comics, like they're starting to come up a little bit more, and they got some good stuff, like legit comics. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Rippaverse, but it's off the beaten path from Marvel and DC. It's its own thing, own superheroes and stuff like that. But it's really down to earth and gritty, like without any of the normal superhero. How can I explain? It's like a mix of like the boys and like good. It's like anti-hero, a lot of anti-hero stuff, but I wouldn't say as worse as the superheroes and the boys, but
yeah,
it's really good, dude. It's really good. But I don't know why. I mean, but you know, the guy who owns the place, he's very, I'd say, anti-woke. So of course, IGN they didn't want to put him on there.
Okay.
Horror movie.
All right, here we go. Best horror movies of 2024. Alien Romulus, A Quiet Place, Day One, I Saw the TV Glow, Long Legs, The First Omen, The Substance. The only one I've seen out of these was The First Omen. So that's the only thing I could say.
Yeah, dude. I would say Alien Romulus didn't really scare me, dude. I'm used to the Aliens films.
I don't know why they put that as a horror movie, man. Like it is
a horror, sci-fi horror. It is that.
I mean,
because it does have a lot of gore and like some scary parts in it, but it's not really. It didn't scare me.
So does Rambo.
Yeah. I would go with Quiet Place Day One. No, that's not really scary to me.
The first Quiet Place was.
I'll probably go with Long Legs, and I'll probably go with Long Legs here.
Maybe Long Legs, just because I'm arachnophobic. So
yeah, Long Legs and Substance. Carl said, "Yeah, all right, yeah, this is a good point." Hot Boy Game Summer. Speaking of Transformers 1 was legit. Yeah. I really liked that. I went to go see that with my kids when it came out in theaters. Dude, when Optimus Prime, like it kind of shows like a little backstory of him and what's his name, Megatron, but before he was Megatron. But when Optimus finally at the end, when he got something and he jumped down and he landed, like that, it's kind of your superhero entrance, but he landed and slammed down, dude. That was so good. So good.
Off the topic, another movie that they gave a bad review to, which I thought was good. I took my niece and nephew. We went there for Thanksgiving. Was Red One. It was actually really good. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it was just like a good old classic.
Is it like family friendly?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, It's a good old. It's kind of like it's very. I mean, it's different in a way, but it kind of made you feel like Jingle All the Way ish. You know what I mean? Type. You know
Go
what I
back
mean?
to your main screen. You're
Is it not
delaying
there?
a little bit. No, I meant your main screen. Like show your restream. Because you're like talking and you're so delayed, dude. All right.
Here we go. Best sci-fi fantasy movie of 2024. Didn't we just it's got to be Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Let's do like one more after this, dude, so we can keep going.
All right. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool
Doom
was
Part
great.
2. Doom Part 2. Furiosa, the Mad Max saga. Inside Out 2. The Wild Robot, and Wicked.
I have to go with Deadpool. I love
and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I played every single one of those.
Okay.
Every single one of them. I enjoyed all of them but one.
Why did they put they know damn well that Dragon Age is not the best RPG, but they put it in here anyway. They know that.
Yeah. Okay, I would go best RPG is either between Metaphor or Final Fantasy 7 this year.
On this list.
Dragon's Dogma, I enjoyed Dragon's Dogma, even though it had like graphic, performance issues for a little while.
Yeah.
It was still I still enjoyed it. I like Dragon Dogma in the game. Unicorn Overlord was actually surprised. It is a very artsy game, but it was a very surprise RPG this year. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But Metaphor for the story, Final Fantasy Rebirth, I would say for the gameplay, personally. Because I already know Final Fantasy VII's story, right? The original.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's a twist in the time or universes and stuff like there's a twist in the story, but it's still kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen and all that stuff. But Metaphor was its own story, and I really enjoyed it.
Horror game. Tell me if you just want to see any of these. Horror game, best action adventure game of 2024.
Don't worry about all that, dude. We'll keep moving. We need to get to the Path of Exile stuff.
Okay. All right. Well,
we can do that maybe in the next podcast.
Yeah. Well, there's just a bunch of stuff on there that probably shouldn't be on there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Deadpool. All right.
So, you know what I'm going to do for the giveaway? I'm going to pull up the wheel, and I'm going to put these people's names in, and then spin the wheel and pick it that way.
1, 2. Yeah, not too many names, so it'll be good. It'll be.
So
nice
while you start talking, I'm going to kind of work on that.
High chance of winning for everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to work on that.
Okay. All right, so let's talk Path of Exile 2, the woes. There's some woes. There's some gripes and complaints about Path of Exile 2. I have some personally too, but overall I've enjoyed the game. I think it's a really fun action RPG. It's different from Diablo. It's a mix of casual and hardcore. That's what I kind of look at Path of Exile 2. It starts getting really challenging as you go up, as you move through the acts and stuff like that. Especially when you get into the cruel mode. That's basically you're repeating the next. You play through 3 acts in the early access, and then you go to like a hard mode, and you play the 3 acts over again, and then you get access to the end game content, like the Atlas was basically what it is, the maps and stuff like that for your end game content, which is fun too. But it's very. I want to explain it as like Dark Soulsy mixed with that Diablo 2 feel. That's what it really feels like, except more next gen, more customization, way more customization. Let's be honest.
It's a lot of customization.
Anyone that's played Path of Exile 1 is similar, except it's more challenging overall combat. And that could be just because it's an early access. No one has. Some people have good builds out, and people are figuring out the game. But I would just say, if you do play the game, if you haven't played the game, don't look at builds, don't look at anything. Play the game how you want. Pick a class that makes you that you like playing, because it's all about the feel. And also, the skill tree might look overwhelming at first, but if you pick a class, you're going kind of like a path, all right, on a certain side of the tree. Like if you're, let's say, a mercenary, you're going into mainly strength and dexterity. So you're going to go kind of in that route. You want to go with more crossbow nodes. You want to go with grenade damage. When it comes to a warrior, you're going down purely strength path, which is a mix of fire and physical, and 2-handed, sword and shield, all that stuff, or one-hander and shield. So it's it's not as brutal as PoE 1 when you're trying to figure out stuff. Now, again, we don't have all those compacted seasons into a game, right? That PoE 1 is. It's still a new game. So if you want to get into Path of Exile and never played a Path of Exile, now's the time to get in.
Yeah.
Because it's not coming out until next year. Full releases next year. So you have time to learn the Path of Exile playstyle. And
we got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question. Zoom, you can put it up. He says, would you recommend the game for someone who has never played an action RPG? I don't mind doing a bit of research to understand the game. I'm just really interested in the games with good build crafting.
If you're interested in build crafting, this is a game for you. If you like that over the top, if you've ever played a Diablo type game, Diablo 2, or if you haven't played one, if you never played an action RPG like Diablo, Path of Exile, or a few others, then you just have to get used to it. The combat is challenging at first to get used to it, but you have roles, you have nodes in your passive tree that go towards defense. So you want to mix it as you move forward. If you notice you're stuck somewhere, you might want to refund some of your skill points in your node and then move into maybe more defensive if you're having a challenge. It's all about, and the mechanics in the boss fight is you want to die. You want to die in the game.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you play a sorceress like me, you're going to be squishy.
But the boss mechanics all the way through the normal act up to the end of Act 3, they're learnable. And you'll know exactly how the bosses move, but you just have to learn the mechanics. It's kind of like a Souls game. You learn the boss's actions, you know how to dodge it, and you get really good. Like you can be a new player and get good. It's not so hard that, you're going to be stuck. But you have to be willing to respect.
Yeah.
And you have to have some patience if you do get stuck on some of those bosses.
Yeah.
But it is, if you're into build crafting and it comes to action RPG, Path of Exile 2 is the game to play.
Yep.
Okay. Diablo is not a lot of build crafting. You got your meta builds usually every season. You only got certain number of skills you can do. You got a Paragon tree in Diablo, but it's nothing like you can go out of order and create some crazy stuff.
And it's also not
Path of Exile 2, you can create some crazy stuff in Path of Exile.
It's also not like Diablo where you can just stand there and just spam stuff and just kill everything, because you will get waxed very quickly. You have to move, you have to roll, you have to get out of the way. Like in Diablo 4, like if you're overpowered, then you're just going to wax everything very quickly. I'm sure y'all seen Elon.
Point, like I got
it gets boring. That gets boring. Like you're so overpowered, it's boring.
Every
honestly.
season, I get to the point that I get a class and I build it, and then next thing I know, I'm like one-shotting and two-shotting end game uber bosses.
Yeah,
and I'm clearing pit 150 or higher, and it gets to the point like, okay, like my Spiritborn playthrough this last season, or for the new expansion. I mean, it was just ridiculous easy. It was so overpowered, dude. All right, County, I really like the new gem skill system they did. Yeah, it's totally different from PoE 1, right? You had the gem linking and stuff in your equipment. You have, what is it called? Runes now? I think it's called runes. Yeah, runes you can put in your gear to make like 20% increased physical damage on your weapon or something like that. So you have those rune slots in your weapons, but you don't have the linking of the gems and skills and all stuff. You just have your skill gem is a totally separate place, and you have your support skill gems that you can add to just do the skill directly. It doesn't have to be on a equipment, trying to rebuild the equipment, try to get the links together, all that crazy stuff, get the right colored gem slots in your equipment like PoE 1 was. That's more simplified. So I agree with you there. I like that. I like that change. All right. So let's talk about the woes. All right. Path of Exile X account. Quit tweeting out nerfs to skill.
Yeah.
I want you to tweet out, we are addressing this bug. All right, because I actually have currently on my mercenary a game breaking bug. When I mean game breaking, it's not like what you think a game breaking is, but it limits me to soft core content, as in I'm not going to probably go into cruel because I cannot do my ascendancy. What I mean there is I have a quest to go to do ascendancy, which is basically like get these special buffs and go to like build to like a specific class, I could say, within your class. I can't go do that quest, and I can't go to the place where I need to do the basically the little map, the trials. the quest is bugged and it's a known bug right now. I want them to tweet that out. Hey, we're addressing this.
Yeah.
I want them to tweet out they're addressing these bugs. Let me show you an example.
Also, stop asking people what you want to fix, what they need to be fixed, because you're going to get a ton of answers like, can you make the game easier? Can you make it where the difficulty is not as hard? Well, that's the point of the game. If you don't like the difficulty, go to Diablo. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
you have
like
different action RPGs for different people.
It's not made to be easy. And that's great. That's what makes it different. Diablo's a great game too. It's just not hard once you get to a certain point.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. Let me blow this up. This is one of their first tweets. They're talking about balancing. I get when things are kind of stupid, overpower, but I don't care about them addressing that as a player.
Yeah.
Like, they can do that behind scenes. Tweet out, hey, we are fixing these major bugs, these game-breaking bugs. I'm going to tweet this out, okay? Yeah. But they keep tweeting it. So let's go to the next one. It's all about nerfing. I don't care you're nerfing something. I want you to fix the game-breaking bugs.
There's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be nerfed. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be enhanced.
Here's another one talking about the gas. This is kind of I'm actually playing the build revolved around gas grenades. Well, they nerfed that. It wasn't that big of a nerf. It's still pretty awesome build. But again, we're nerfing a skill. All right, we're concentrating from the optics. I'm getting that they're just concentrating on nerfing skills. No, fix the bugs, man. Like the bugs that are keeping people from entering certain content because they can't move forward.
Can't continue the game.
Like a ascendancy tree, opening that up, that's a major part of Path of Exile, even part of Path of Exile 1. It's big buffs for your character. And I can't move forward in that, so I'm just been kind of, I've been finishing up Act 3, but I should have already been done with my first ascendancy, like in Act 2. That's when you can first access it. I should have already been completed, but I can't because of that bug in the quest. All right, let's see. Yeah, Carl, exactly. I don't know when games get nerfed to the point where they don't even die, you can get mindlessly blasted. Yeah, I understand like those crazy skills that just kind of make the game too easy and not fun, and like it's only certain classes that are allowed to just breeze through the game. I get fix that on the back end, but don't tweet it out. I want you to give me the game breaking bugs, like the ones that I cannot progress in the game.
Ed, do you remember in Diablo? It was crazy because I kept telling you, do you remember in Diablo how they made, what was it? It wasn't the Crucible. What was the one where you'd go and you'd fight, you'd pick the tomes, and you had different levels, and then you had just, all you did was fight different
Nightmare dungeons?
No, the new ones that they had. I can't even think of what they're called.
The Infernal Hordes.
Yes. So do you remember how like they weren't really difficult from each one? Like, I mean, they were more difficult, but they weren't like extremely difficult.
Dude.
Like you can eat, like if you're doing level 5, more than likely you could do level 7, like the last one. Like, you know what I mean?
They after 5, I'd say 7 and 8 are big jumps. But the thing is, like when I was on the Spiritborn class, dude, level 8 felt like super easy mode. Like you get to
that's
point,
and that's what I'm talking about.
Tier Infernal Horde, like you can do.
Exactly. And that's crazy. The thing. So here you are, you introduced this new thing and you made it either one where your character is so overpowered that it's easy, or two, you just didn't make it difficult at all where it's a challenge.
Yeah. See, I think Diablo, but see, this is the thing.
And I get they want more casual gamers. I get that.
Yeah.
But you still have to have, I mean, you can't make it for just casual gamers.
I would say, you got right now you have the, what is it? The Penitent is the hardest difficulty. Then you have the 4 tiers currently, right? Mm-hmm. Above, you go from tier 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. They need to increase that. But I don't want them to be like Path of Exile 2. I want them to be like Diablo 4 and their own thing.
Correct.
Because
Diablo was good.
A different action RPG, and it's a different thing for different people.
In Diablo 3, they had like Nightmare 20. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's what they just take that and do that.
Yeah. But like we have No Rest for the Wicked, which is also what I call the true Souls like action RPG. No Rest for the Wicked, which is an early access. I played that when it first came out in early access, but I mean they're not even halfway done with that game. But that's another one that I don't want them to be like PoE. I don't want them to be like Diablo. I want them to be their own thing.
Yeah.
So now action RPG fans, we have many choices of what fits your style as a gamer. Casual, hey, I don't got time to get real in depth with Path of Exile 2, even though it's still for Path of Exile 2, it's really a good chance to start now. Before they start piling on seasons and start adding all that more content that it starts to get really in depth and it gets confusing for new players. But so I just want them to be separate. I don't want them to try to be like each other. Okay. I don't want them to be like each other at all. I want them to be their own thing. Just build upon what you're good at. Right.
My thing is, I think my biggest gripe thus far is the loot. And what I mean by that is I feel like if you remember we beat the Act 1 boss and we got nothing.
Yeah, just blue gear. That's actually in a hot fix coming up now. They're going to allow one rare item automatic drop on bosses. At least just one rare item. So one yellow
I'm not
item.
asking for orange. I think oranges should be random.
Those are rare. They should be like they are now.
Exactly. But I mean, you don't want to die 20 times and then finally beat the boss and then only get a blue. That's not even better than what you're wearing.
Rewarding, right? Because you're fighting a difficult boss. Unless you're playing like some op monk class, they can just burn it down. But a lot of people aren't playing classes. They're doing their own builds. They're not trying to copy people's meta builds.
Yeah,
they're just trying to play the game how they play it and how they want to build it.
Yeah.
So if they are going through the mechanics and they finally beat that boss, it feels really good. They should be rewarded. But that's what they're doing in this upcoming hot fix here soon. If they haven't already dropped it.
I mean, it was random because I got 3 yellow items from one guy and you got nothing.
But like, so this is another one talking about the Raging Spirit skill. They're talking about nerfing another skill. Okay.
We don't care.
Do that when you release the patch notes, the hot fix notes, whatever. Talk about the game breaking bugs. Talk about that. Okay. Tell me what status is on them. Oh, well, just go to the forum and stuff. Well, you're tweeting this out. Go ahead and tweet out. Tell me what's the major bugs. All right. I don't care about a nerf that has I just don't care about it. All right. Let's see if they here. Let me go see if they if I can find that snapshot of the hot fixes coming up, because the loot is one part of it, including increasing the drop rate of the currency on later on, like in the higher acts. But they're increasing the drop rate of currency, which is a good thing. Like your regal orbs, your chaos orbs, exalted orbs. I mean, those are the special ones. They shouldn't be super high drop rate. Those are the special ones that you get from like killing random drops from like rares and magic enemies and stuff like that. They can increase it a little bit, but I don't want those too high, because when that currency goes out of whack, it ruins the trade in the game and that the market and the economy in the game. So those are like special currency. But like once you access those higher tier maps at the end game, when you're building up the higher tiers through the maps, those currencies are going to drop a lot because there's an increase in drop rate when you get into harder content, which it rewards you. It's kind of like PoE1.
Can I have one more complaint?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can everything not have fucking poison? Like everything literally in this game has poisoning.
If you guys haven't played this, there's a lot of poison.
There's a lot of poisoning in this game, like a ton of it.
A lot of poison.
Like every time I go to a different area, 60% of the monsters poison you, no matter where you're at.
Let's see. How to do a hot fix. Let me see if I can pull this up. 1 day ago, changes, patch notes, 6 hours ago. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so it's okay, here we go. Yeah, so they lowered the drop rate and more okay, so what they did, because dude, I got like 15 or 20 chaos orbs, which is supposed to be the hard currency. I got like more of those in my supposed to be easier stuff to get currency wise. They're increasing that currency by a lot and then decreasing the drop rate of the major currency, which makes sense because I did get way too many chaos and exalted orbs, which you're really not supposed to get until like later content. But they are doing that in this hotfix coming up. All right, let's see. All right, and that is it.
We're gonna do the giveaway. I got the wheel set up.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway. Actually, let me pull this up real quick.
All right.
I want to share this, dude. I mean, this game. All right, so Path of Exile 2 is now the 15th most played game on Steam.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's insane. Let me
It's
show
up there
the
with
Steam
it's up there with
charts right
Dustborn
here.
and Concord.
Oh yeah, Dustborn. Right. All right. Let me share this. Here, let me blow it up a little bit. The review score for early access game, dude.
Yeah.
This is insane. Look at those numbers.
That's how many you're playing right now?
It has it has a total of 6 acts with the hard difficulty.
Yeah.
And just one in-game content, which is the maps. But
yeah. Oh God, hard difficulty. Lord.
Oh yeah. You replay the 3 acts over again in hard difficulty.
Do you keep all your skill?
You continue on with your character.
Okay.
But you're going to get better drops, better equipment as you play through that. But it's going to be hard at first until you get that equipment.
Oh, we got a new name I need to add. Aneeb, welcome.
Welcome. All right. Yeah, add that person to the wheel. All right, so everyone that's been in chat so far that you've said something, you are going to be entered into this app for a random selection, and we're giving away a free Path of Exile early access key.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the list of names. Tell me, I think I got everybody, but if you do not see your name, and I just got your first names, like your first,
Yeah, just abbreviate.
Yeah. So I want to share this, and this is a random wheel, just spins, and it'll pick a winner. So Ed, I'm not looking at the screen, so tell me if I'm missing anybody.
All right, 1 second.
Can zoom in? I'll call it out. I'll call out the names that I have.
All right, go ahead.
So if I don't call out your name, let me if you've
please
spoken,
say something.
Yeah, let us know so I can add you. I got Greg Bolton, I got Carl, Hot Gamer Boy, County, Zoom, Martin, Grim, and Aneeb. That's who I got so far. So if I didn't call your name and you've been in here talking with us, and I could have just missed you, so just let me know.
Yep. Greg, Martin. Yep. Zoom.
You got Zoom.
Yep. County. Yep. Aneeb, Greg. All right. I think that's everybody.
Okay. So zoom in. I'm gonna click it. I'll spin the wheel, and it'll randomly pick a winner. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, go ahead, man.
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1. Spin it, Grant.
There we go.
Whoa, so close. Aneeb with the assassin move at the end. Assassin move.
And here's
all right,
the winner.
Aneeb. All right, are you still listening, Aneeb? You got to reply, please. If you don't reply, I'm not going to be able to message you anything. We got 5 minutes. I got to cover another subject before we close this podcast out. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and let me remove that. Okay, I got you. All right, Aneeb, what's your preferred method of contact? As in, like, do you have an X account that I can private message you or whatever? The actual Steam key, the early access key. If you have like a tag for X or anything you want me to contact you on, I'll message you directly and send you the Steam key. I can't put the Steam key in chat, but we know you're here.
Yeah,
that thing's gonna be gone in a
second.
second.
Yeah, we can't put it in chat, but
I need to contact you via like X private message, Twitter private message, or something. Just let me know in chat what your handle is, or however you want me to contact you to send you the key.
Or if you have an email address, whatever.
Yeah.
X is perfect. Okay.
All right. X is perfect. Yeah. Drop your handle and I'll message you after the podcast. All right. Grant, last subject of the day is real quick, the Tencent buyout of Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hold.
Oh yeah.
But it is true. It's in the works. Like they're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me okay, I got you right here. All right, let me type that in chat real quick. Okay, I got you. Adenebe Hendricks. All right, gotcha. All right, so after this podcast, I'll message you via Twitter. Got it. All right, cool. All right, just a standby. Okay. All right, Grant. Anyways, Tencent. Let me stop sharing that and pull up this article real quick. All right. Here we go. All right, let me share that. Tencent talking about Ubisoft. Okay.
Farming simulator.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Tencent, Chinese company, game developing company, is we talked about this before on our podcast, but it's in effect. All right, but there's dispute going on right now, and it's on hold. What do I think about this? I don't know. I mean, Chinese game developers are kicking ass right now, dude. I mean, I don't know. This probably is going to be a good thing for Ubisoft. It's going to be better than whatever they're doing now. Let's just say that.
Here's the thing: this is what happens whenever you're the CEO and also majority shareholder.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happened in. I'll give you another example. For those who watch wrestling, this is what happened in WWE. I mean, they basically had. I mean, there had to be a scandal for Vince McMahon to get out of there. Otherwise, he would still be there. And at the time, it was doing bad. Now it's doing great. It was failing. It was just floundering because he was out of touch. His booking was terrible. He couldn't write storylines anymore. All that stuff. So it basically took a scandal for them to vote him out, get him out of there. Because here's the thing: is when they got bought out by TKO, like UFC and all them, the parent company of all that, they still kept him as majority share owner of the WWE part. He still had the most shares, so he would have still been there. So my point is when you ever have a company like this, whenever you're floundering, for some reason they're not wanting to give up power and make their company. I'm sure they're not going to give you pennies. I'm sure they're offering you. Ubisoft is a legendary name. I'm sure they're going to offer you a lot of money. You know what I mean? We're probably talking hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Of money. I don't know about you, Ed, but if I owned anything and somebody says, we'll give you $1 billion for it, it's gone. I'm selling it. Don't care. Do not care. It's gone.
Dude, we talk about Ubisoft all the time on this podcast because all their dumb business decisions, all their layoffs from the dumb business decisions, their game closures, X-Defiant, all this stuff is just disappearing because of their decisions.
Mm-hmm.
The delay of just Assassin's Creed Shadows, everything. Something needs to happen with that company because the current business practices and the current management does not know what they're doing and they're afraid to make big changes. So someone needs to come down there with the iron fist, buyout or whatever, and change that company up and get rid of a lot of bloated staff that they really do have, even after the layoffs.
So here's the thing, and I'll make this short because I know we got to go. But whenever they're obviously not going to get peak money as they did, 5 years ago when they were at the peak. According to you can look at the stock market. Once you go public, you're only worth what you're worth. You have to show all your income. The ins and outs of all your income. I don't think they're dead broke. I don't think they're worthless. I think they still have some value. Now I'm not a big time CEO like that. But if I was, and I was in this position, I would get out why I still have value. Because if you do not, you're going to continue to plummet, and then you're going to be worth nothing.
Yep. It's amazing. Quite amazing. And, I used to love Ubisoft games, dude. I love the older Assassin's Creeds. Odyssey. Dude, I even like Valhalla.
Yeah, dude.
I like the Viking thing.
Yeah.
I liked it. Origins.
But
and then,
he obviously doesn't care anymore.
Like the Division games. To me, those are American games. Now you got a Chinese studio about to buy you out because of your dumb business practices.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
And they're not gonna not offer you a lot of money. They're not gonna offer you $2 million. They're probably gonna give you a couple $100 million or maybe more. Take it and run, retire, go to the beach.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Because what's going to happen is your company's going to do so bad because here again, you have Assassin's Creed coming out. I would sell it before Assassin's Creed's come out and let them deal with the fallout of it. Honestly, if they cancel it, if they do whatever, let them deal with the fallout. Because what's going to happen is there's a high percentage chance that game's going to do poorly. Then your company's going to be worth way less than it is now. You already missed the peak. You didn't sell when you were worth
times for Ubisoft.
So I'm saying you didn't sell when you were at your peak.
Yep.
So you're still at a peak. But the next level is the bottom.
Yeah.
You better sell now and stop crying and bitching about it because you're not going to turn it around. You're not going to. Otherwise, if you're going to turn around, you would have already been making changes to turn it around.
It's true.
Anybody that shows signs of wanting to turn their company around, they've been firing presidents, vice presidents, COOs, whatever, and replacing them. And they're not doing that. That I do know. Yes, yep. Anib says it. It'll be big money. It'll be big money. Take it before it's not big money, because it's not going to be big money forever. It's not going to be. That's just common economics. If you do poorly, you're not worth enough anymore.
Exactly.
In anything. That's just life.
Yep, exactly.
That's
right.
Ecom 101.
So to wrap up everything, thanks for joining, everyone. We really do appreciate it. You can go follow us on our socials. We're on X, DMG Gaming Pod, or Disgruntled Middle-Aged Gamers, whatever.
I see you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube,
Gaming Pod.
Hit that
follow, Rumble, hit that YouTube, TikTok.
Subscribe button.
Yeah.
Are you talking or am I talking?
I'm trying to talk. I was talking
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
But anyway, we're lifelong best friends. We've known each other since what, the 7th, 8th grade?
Oh, yeah.
And we always talked about doing something like this. It wasn't a podcast back in the day, but, it was something like this. I was in the Marine Corps for 20 years, just recently retired. So we're finally getting around having the time to do stuff like this. But yeah, go check us out. We do topics like this all the time, and we're very interactive with our chat.
Yeah.
Okay. As you saw today, we're very interactive and want to hear from you guys. Guys, people with like-minded. And it doesn't matter where you come from, what background you got.
It doesn't matter.
Who you voted for.
It doesn't matter.
This is a place of ideas.
Yeah. Correct.
Like-minded people that do love gaming and want to see it turn for the best.
Yep. Subscribe to us on Apple and Spotify. Because you'll get all the podcasts there. If you have friends, shares. We're just trying to do, man. There's a lot of people out there who do what we do. It's just not. We try to put a different spin on it. You know what I mean? And we try to make jokes and make it more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you got friends, tell your friends about it. We make fun of each other all the time. Like
everyone's waiting for you to shut the hell up so we can end the podcast. God,
you just hurt my feelings. Okay. Well, I was on my soapbox and now.
Let's wrap it up, buddy.
I need one of those, like the clock that they have at the Oscars.
You're serious there. You're getting all emotional.
I know. I was about to appreciate it, guys.
Getting too emotional, Grant.
Man, shut your face up. All right, guys. Appreciate it. You know what to do. Tell your friends about us. How about that?
That's right.
And we'll be back Friday. So jump on in. Jump on in. I can't talk. Jump on in.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes. And personality. Not Ed, just me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you run this place, huh?
I run it.
You run this podcast.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all Friday. Peace.
Peace.